Hey, what's up? It's been quite a while since I've been on this channel, probably about 5 years or so, maybe 6. And I'm coming back now to bring to you, I guess, a little photography breakdown. For those of you who don't know me, because there's probably like 5 people who are subscribed, my name's Stephen Wang. I am currently living in New York City, and I'm a photographer. I want to talk about some pictures I made the other day in my living room, on my living room or kitchen table, just in an hour. These are the photos here. So, in my opinion, I feel like those look pretty good, at least to me. Super easy. The concept that I had in my head was, what would I do if Hasami Porcelain, the plate maker, asked me to go make photos for them to show off their plates? Like, what would I do? The actual concept, though, is revolving around something I saw in Culinary Class Wars. That's a show on Netflix, like a Korean reality show. It's amazing. If you haven't seen it, take a look. It's so fun. But at one point, they're making a dish that has a bunch of citrus, which has been cut pretty thin, and it's styled pretty much the same way on a bed of noodles, I believe. So I wanted to do the same thing. So I bought some limes to prep, and then I sliced them all the day of. That's what took the longest time, for sure. The slicing, and then the actual styling of it, like layering them on top, choosing which piece to do what. I'm not a food stylist, so I thought this was pretty hard. But after doing that, it was actually super quick to make the photos. First, I thought I was going to use an external flash, but like the light was coming through really well through like the living room windows, and I saw that it was a cloudless day, so that I would be getting that light until sunset, which is just about an hour. So I just put the plate down, looked at the light, decided to put a black foam board up. Could have been white as well. It doesn't really matter too much in this case. But I just used that foam board to go and make like a border, like a division between like where the light and shadow are when hitting the plate. You can see that pretty clear on the photos. And this is how I got that like super hard, clean line. And then there's a second setup where I grabbed a 5-in-1 reflector, popped off the cover, and then just used the inside of it, which is a white diffusion fabric. I leaned that up against the table as well, just on top of one of the living room chairs. And that essentially turned the sunlight coming through into a large, soft source, which pretty much evenly lit the entire plate. Other than that, the other elements are just like the background colors. For the concept, I was seeing something that's warm and natural feeling, something that would really bring out the tones inside of the plate. So an obvious play here was brown for me. The plate is like tan. It's very earthy looking already. It's got a lot of nice texture in it. And so I wanted to pick something that's a darker color than that, that's also earthy. Brown is dark colored. So that was an easy pick, but I also did a light blue, which I really like those photos, but I didn't make enough of those light blue pictures to make a full set, unfortunately. I also don't think they work with the concept as well, but I still enjoy them, and I'll show them now. But yeah, so making these was super quick. The real only effort I had to do was the angling or shooting, so I had to stand on top of a chair and then just lean over and shoot downwards. And try to get as flat on as I could. So I did have to do some keystone correction in Capture One, but it wasn't too bad. It was pretty quick to do. Other than that, I mostly shot for the edit here. So that's kind of why I was able to make these pictures so quickly. I kind of came in already knowing like what I wanted my pictures to look like and what I was going to do, how I was going to edit them. And I'll show like the before and after edits here. You can see the edit is really doing a lot of work. When you go into something, you know what you want from the shoot, like how you want that photo to look. You can so much more quickly make like the image that's going to bring you to that point. And I love shooting inside of my house in the living room at the moment. Usually small things like fruits, food, etc. And I like doing that because it's really accessible. It's quick to set up. So if you're coming off of work or whatever, you don't have much time. you can just make it happen like in an hour, or like if you have a little more time, then you have more time to play, but it's not a crazy amount of setup. I don't have to rent a studio. I'm mostly using foam boards and poster boards from the dollar store. If you're a person who's either doesn't have time to go out and shoot anymore, or you're getting tired of that style of shooting, I'd highly recommend that you try this out. It's worked wonders for me. It's totally transformed the way that I've been able to approach photography over the last year or so. And I think it's going to keep doing so for the foreseeable future. I think that's it for now. I'm pretty happy with that. Yeah, so I'll be doing more breakdowns on some photos I've done. Probably next time I'll actually have something that is artificially lit with either a flash or a continuous light. And I'll show you how that works. Anyways, thank you. Let's get to it.